Greetings, fellow horror fans. Well, our look at the Hellraiser series now continues on with Hellraiser Revelations. Friends Nico Bradley and Steve Craven run away from home, where they traveled to Mexico to film themselves engaged in several days' worth of partying before disappearing. The Mexican authorities return their belongings to their parents, including a video recording made by Steve that documents their final moments and an ornate puzzle box. A year later, the families of the two missing boys gather together for dinner. Tensions rise when Emma, Stephen's sister and Nico's girlfriend, expresses frustration with their lack of closure. She demands that her mother reveal the contents of Stephen's videotape, which she has been obsessively watching in private. Later, Emma has a look at the tape, which documents Stephen and Nico picking up a girl in a bar. A flashback reveals that Nico murdered the girl while having sex in the bar's restroom, and later threatened to implicate Stephen in the killing to force him to continue their vacation together. Nico later receives the puzzle box from a vagrant, who offers it to Nico as a way to experience a new kind of sensual experience. Sifting through Stephen's effects, Emma finds the puzzle box that she recognizes from the video. When she attempts to manipulate it, Stephen suddenly reappears covered in blood. The family try to rush Stephen to the hospital, but they discover they become stranded. It's rumors that the Cenobites are coming. Emma plays with the puzzle box again, causing intense sexual arousal. Emma attempts to seduce Nico's father, and then has a deeply intimate conversation with Stephen in his room. When as Stephen caresses her breast, Emma has a vision of chains and mutilated bodies. Soon after, Nico's father is killed by the same vagrant. Stephen then goes downstairs, retrieves a shotgun, and shoots his father before holding the rest of the household at gunpoint. Another flashback reveals that Nico solved the puzzle box, opening a portal to the realm of the Cenobites, extradimensional sadomasochists led by Pinhead. Stephen flees, but Nico is taken to the Cenobites' realm to be subjected to extreme torture and mutilation. Later, while having rough sex with a prostitute, Nico is able to communicate with Stephen through the puzzle box and convinces him to kill the prostitute to allow him to escape from hell, emerging skinless and emaciated. Stephen later kills several more prostitutes so their blood can be used to regenerate Nico, but he is unable to regrow his skin. When Stephen finally balks at helping him, Nico kills Stephen and takes his skin. Dying, Stephen uses the puzzle box to contact the Cenobites and become one of them to get revenge. That Stephen holding the families hostage is revealed to be really Nico wearing Stephen's skin, who taunts the families. It reveals that one of the reasons why he and Stephen ran away from home was because they were both angry at Stephen's father and Nico's mother were secretly having an adulterous affair with each other. He demands that Emma solve the puzzle box for him, intending for the Cenobites to take her in his place, thus assuring his freedom. Emma opens a portal and summons the Cenobites, including Stephen, who killed Nico's mother for speaking out of turn. Nico attempts to barter his life for Emma's, and while Pinhead knows that Emma has a dark sexual desire that he admires, he refuses and chooses to reclaim Nico for further experiments. As Nico is taken away, Emma's father shoots and kills him in a dying act of revenge. Displeased at having lost a victim, the Cenobites take Emma's mother as a replacement for Nico. Her father apologizes, then dies in Emma's arms. Left alone, Emma reaches for the puzzle box. Dun dun dun. So let's take a look at the development of this film. Facing the expiration of their rights, the Weinstein Company, while still apparently working on the long-announced remake of the original film, decided to rush an ace sequel into production, essentially a cinematic ashcan copy. The film was announced in August 2010. Chuck Bradley, who portrayed the character Pinhead in the previous Hellraiser films, did not return as Pinhead. Bradley was quoted as saying, "I've been approached just in this last week regarding a proposed new Hellraiser film. This is not the remake which has been endlessly discussed for the last 3 years. With the work entitled Hellraiser Revelations, it will be a 9th film in the series. I would stress that I have had no contact from or negotiations with anyone from Dimension Films. Rather, these contacts have been by way of private discussion with individuals involved with this project. Following these discussions, and after reading the script and giving it due consideration, I have decided not to participate. The ink is barely dry on the script, and is scheduled to be in front of the cameras in 2 weeks' time and in the can by the middle of next month. The minuscule shooting schedule is more than matched by the budget, Whether or not this means that somebody else will be set to play Pinhead, I have no idea. I guess we can watch this space together, one way or another. This does not seem to me to represent a serious attempt to revive the Hellraiser franchise. However, I wish everyone who will be directly involved in the making of this film good luck with it. Instead, Pinhead was played by Stephen Smith Collins. Images of Pinhead from the film were leaked, but the film's director Victor Garcia said they did not convey how Pinhead will look in the film. And finally, onto the production. The film was shot over the course of 3 weeks in Los Angeles for Dimension Films. So overall, yeah, this movie is kind of interesting in a way, I guess. So there's that, but yeah. So overall, it is kind of upsetting that this is the first film without Doug Bradley as Pinhead. So yeah. So overall, I give Hellraiser Revelations 3 lament configurations out of 5. When I do tomorrow, we take a look at the next film in the series, Hellraiser Judgment. So until then, remember everyone, whatever you do, don't fall asleep.